Hi, this is a day in my life as a student and intern at TTU. I started my morning by driving to campus, and I usually get here at around 8 a.m. A very busy day filled with meetings and classes awaited me today. When I finally got to campus, I made my way to the office and began my work for the day. And right after that, I had my first class of the day, which was college algebra. Then I had a meeting and proceeded to heat up my lunch. And I had some delicious paella, and we ate it at the university dining hall with my friends. And right after that, I had my second class, which was wine, beers, and spirits, and we got to take home some of the beers that we had made a few weeks before. After that, I had a Stuco meeting and kept working in my internship at Student Life until the end of the day. After a very long day at college, it was finally time for me to go back home. As you can see, I had a very packed schedule for the week, but after a very productive day, I got to rest. See you next time.
Heart beats fast, chasing dreams so different. Passion keep my vision clear. Gonna rise up, gonna reach the skies. On the cusp of greatness, no compromise. Sun shines bright on this open road. Gonna leave my mark, let my story unfold. Feel the fire burning deep inside. Ain't no mountain high, I'm ready to ride. Daydreaming past the life that's in store. A future filled with endless open doors. Stars aligning, showing me the way. Won't seize the moment, making my day.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our international webinar. My name is Patricia Bernal, and I'm here to represent Texas Tech from our Student Recruitment and Admissions Department. And I'm super, super excited to be joined today by 5 of our wonderful Red Raiders, our students, 4 of them international students and 1 of them local. So we get a little bit of a different perspective from students from different places from around the world. And it is an absolute pleasure to be here introducing them and also introducing our institution. So for those of us who are getting to know us for the very first time, we are Texas Tech University, Costa Rica. We are located in San Jose, Costa Rica, offering amazing majors and minors in the areas of STEM and management. And to start us off today, we have the wonderful Amber, who will be telling us a little bit more about those majors and minors. So Amber, thank you so much for being here, and take it away.
Hi everyone, my name is Amber Holinsky. I am in my senior year. I'll be graduating this December, and I study restaurant, hotel, and institutional management, and I also have a minor in business.
Thank you so much, Amber. All right, we can now start our presentation officially. So we will be talking about a couple of main topics. First of all, as I mentioned, our majors and minors. Then a very important point that we will be touching on is how to apply to Texas Tech. The application is very similar, if not identical, to other North American universities. We will be also discussing what it's like to live at our dorms or student residences. Also getting a bit of a sneak peek at what study abroad programs we have to offer, both in learning experiences and working experiences. And last but not least, a bit about student permits and visas, knowing that we get a lot of international students who come to campus. And then we will finish off with a Q&A. So if you have any questions or comments throughout the webinar, feel free to leave those in our comments section, and we will get to those at the very end.
So at TTU, we have multiple undergraduate degrees. Some of them are computer science, industrial engineering, electrical engineering, mathematics, business management, retail, and what I study, restaurant, hotel, and institutional management. So there's a lot of different fields that you can go into. As well, we have minors. Like I said, I'm currently taking a business management minor. And so basically, minors are just secondary fields of study. They allow you to explore an additional interest or anything you kind of want to have a specialty in, and they just overall add more depth to to your education and can enhance your skills in areas that you have more interest in versus just having a major. And usually for my minor, I think it's about 5 to 8 more classes that I have to take. So it's not like a full 4 years. It's just like adding a semester or taking a few more courses over the summer.
Wonderful. So yeah, it's not as much more work, but you get to combine different things that you like. So before we move over to our application process, Amber, could you tell us a little bit of why exactly you picked that specific major and minor?
Yes, so the reason why I chose RIM is I think it allows me to go into, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do entering college, but RIM is very general and I really liked just business and cooking and the restaurant and hotel industry. And I think with institutional management as well, I can go into many different fields. So I'm not really limited to just one thing that I want to do.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so next up we have Liam, who is going to let us know what steps we have to follow if we want to apply to Texas Tech. Now, before I let Liam tell you all about this, I do want to let all of our viewers know that we have 2 specific times in the year that we get new students. So it's either in January, which is our spring semester, or for the fall semester, which is in August. So right now, our fall applications are open. They will be closing at the beginning of July. So if you're interested in starting in the fall, you should probably start getting in touch with our admissions department and getting all of your documents in line. So take it away, Liam. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, thank you for having me. My name is Liam Sullivan. I'm from Canada, and I am in my freshman year at Texas Tech studying business administration. So at Texas Tech, we have some requirements for you while applying. The first requirement would be to schedule a campus tour or a virtual appointment. I would recommend an actual campus tour because then you can see where you'll be spending most of your time. And it's a very nice campus. That was pretty much the deciding factor for me, whether I attend here or some other university. So I would highly recommend checking out the campus for yourself. The second requirement would be to validate your English proficiency by taking one of the 3 tests we have through Duolingo or the other 2. The third requirement would be to request your high school transcripts in English and PDF form. That's just something we need. And the fourth one would be to take an SAT, an ACT, or an on-campus TSI exam. I was able to do my SAT exam at actually another campus, another school. They allowed me to do that, but you also are able to do the other ones. I'm pretty sure Texas Tech provides the TSI exam, but that's up to you, whatever one you want to do. And the last requirement would be to schedule a follow-up meeting to fill out your application form.
Thank you, Liam. So yeah, as Liam says, we are big fans of campus tours, of getting to know you guys in person. If you are an international student and you can't travel to Costa Rica before your admission, we can definitely do an online campus tour or an online meeting, be it with the student by themselves or with their parents as well. So feel free to reach out to us and get your appointment. I also wanted to make a small comment about English proficiency. If you're a student who is coming from a country where the native language is English, like Canada, so like Liam, or the US, like Amber, you are exempt from taking that English test. And I also recommend that even if you are not coming from the United States or Canada, but if you're coming from an English-based school with an English curriculum, that you ask us just in case, because there are certain schools with certain accreditations where you could also be exempt from the English exams. So make sure to ask both your school counselor and your admissions counselor lots of questions, and maybe you might be able to skip your English proficiency. And in terms of exams, we are big fans of the SAT, so we really recommend the SAT. If you have an ACT, it works great. If you want to take a TSI on campus, we will help you all the way and also give you different tools so that you can prepare for this exam. But all of them are very, very similar. So now moving on to our student residences or dorms, this is a very important topic. I know a lot of international students get a little bit stressed about where am I going to live that first year or that second year. So here are a couple of pictures of our student residences. We will also be showing you guys a video, but I'm going to let the expert talk about it, who is Emily. Emily is an international student from El Salvador, and I'm going to let her take it away now.
Hi, my name is Emily Montoya. I just finished my first year of university. I'm a RIM student, and I'm from El Salvador. The dorms, I've been living in the dorms since I first started the university, and they are really nice. You get to spend time with other um, nationalities, and all of them are really nice. If you need help, they're sure going to help you, and the place is safe and the commodities are excellent.
Okay, before we get to the video, I wanted to ask you, Emily, what's it like for you to move from the student residences or dorms on a daily basis to campus? Is it comfortable? Do you normally walk? Do you Uber? How does that look?
Well, I usually walk, and the walking distance, it's not that bad. You're gonna get used to it. And when it's raining or it's super late, I usually take an Uber, and they're not pricey. They're like $2-3. So
Okay.
it's fine.
Great. I also see lots of students that get to campus on scooters or skateboards or bikes. So that's definitely another option if you're into, I guess, some of those sports. But like Emily mentions, it's quite close by and pretty comfortable. Today, it's rainy here in Costa Rica, but for a big part of the year, it's really sunny and nice. So it's also great to walk around. And now let's check out that wonderful video of our student residences.
Hi, my name is Emily. I'm from El Salvador and I study RIM. I learned about TTU and the dorms because they came to my school and talked, and I decided to apply because I really liked the university. They showed the dorms in the presentation, and with my parents we decided that it was the best option. I came to the dorms 5 days before starting university, and the first thing that I did is walking around what is near the dorms. The supermarket's like a 5-minute walk. There are a lot of restaurants near the dorms, also gyms, they're pretty close, and eventually the walk that I do every day, that it's walking to the university. I have classes at 8:30 and they end at 9:50, and I have classes again at 1. So I come back and I usually do homework in the dining room because everyone is in the university. But usually at night when everyone's here, we hang out together all the time. They're all really friendly. I've made good friendships in the dorms. You learn about other cultures because they're Venezuelans, I'm Salvadoran, they're Honduran. So it's really a wonderful experience. It's a pretty nice place to stay.
Okay, awesome. So even though our dorms or student residences are a great option, students don't have to live there for their freshman year or any year for that matter. So if you're an international student who is maybe moving away from home with a friend or a cousin, or you even have family here in Costa Rica, you can look at other living options like apartments or houses close by. Now, moving on to a really cool topic, we're going to be talking a little bit about our study abroad opportunities. And to do that, I would like to introduce all of you to Valeria Gracia.
Hi everyone, it's a pleasure. I'm Vale. I'm a student majoring in RIM, and I am also working my internship here at Texas Tech while also being a student. And I would love to share with you guys some of the options we offer for our study abroad programs. So we offer mainly 3 options. The first option is to study abroad for 1 semester or more. If you are enrolled in our Costa Rican campus, you can either go to the campus in Lubbock, which is our main campus that has more than 100 years, or our campus in Sevilla. Otherwise, if you would like to move for more than one semester, you can also make a transfer. Then we also offer the faculty-led programs. We are currently having two students in Tokyo. They left yesterday for a faculty-led program, and they will be traveling not only to Japan, but also to Taipei to cover some hours in the retail and RIM programs. And also last year, we had them travel to Scotland, where they had an amazing time. And then for our last programs we offer, we have the internships abroad. So for this coming summer, we have students that will be traveling to Osaka, Japan. They study computer science. And then we will have two other students that will be traveling to Portugal to work in the hospitality industry in a hotel we have a connection with called Selena. I would like to say that choosing one of these options will not only make you grow personally, but it will harness your skills. So if you have the chance to travel and move abroad for at least one semester, you will be leaving your comfort zone and you will meet wonderful people. I would totally recommend it.
Thank you so much, Vale. Vale is a total rock star. She's a part of our department and a student here. And as she mentioned, you can do these sorts of internships and you can do them not only within departments of the university, but also in local and international companies. So it's wonderful for students to get this wonderful learning experience. And I should also say that even though our Sevilla campus in Spain is a satellite campus that is always there, all of the different study abroad programs will change year to year. So there will be new opportunities. For example, if you are not into going to Japan, or maybe you've already been to Scotland and you want something different, we will be offering different locations so that you can have a little taste of everything. And if you are a big traveler, then it will be a great both learning and work experience. So to finish off with a very important topic for international students, today we are joined by Luis Alberto from Honduras, who will tell us what it was like to travel from his home country to Costa Rica and managing all of the student permits and visas and important things you have to do when you become a student somewhere else.
Hi everyone, thank you for having me here. My name is Luis Lopez. I'm an industrial engineering student at Texas Tech, and I'm currently in my sophomore year, and I'm from Honduras. As Patty said, I'm from Honduras. I had the opportunity to come here, and I'm more than happy to share with us the process or my process of getting my visa and my student residence here in Costa Rica. First, I would say that once I was admitted to school, as soon as I was admitted, the school contacted me with a law firm that helped me to get that document. And the requirements for the student permit here, in my case, was two passport size photograph, white background, complete copy of all pages of the valid passport. This is something you'll do once you are here in Costa Rica, because you need the entry stamp of Costa Rica, and then the apostilled criminal record certificate recently obtained. I will add that this is something we need to keep in mind, since apostille criminal record have like a valid time. So we need to consider that. Like in my case, I came in August, so I requested the document in July to get it apostille on time and to bring it with me in my trip. Something else that I brought was apostille birth certificate as well, taking account that it has a valid time. So yeah, those was like my requirements. Once you're here in the country, you need some documents like proof of fingerprinting. That's something you'll get assisted by the lawyers. They'll give you the appointment and the date you need to present to go to a place. They will be there assisting you always. This is something I would like to highlight. It's that this process, it's usually overwhelming for us, since we are moving to a new country, starting a career, getting used to a place, living in the dorms. Actually, I'm currently in the dorms right now, and you'll not be alone. The school is always aware of our process. The law firm is the lawyer's fees are covered by the school. We just need to pay the migratory fees. In my case, it was $612 for Honduran students. When I was coming here, this might change, but the lawyers will give you the information accurate and specifically for your country and your time. Something else I did once I arrived at Costa Rica was the consular registration. The letter of acceptance is something the school will send on our behalf, so you don't have to worry about it. The proof of financial means, this is really important because the police may request it in the entrance when you're coming to Costa Rica. So this is something you need to bring with you. In my case, my proof of financial means was income certificate from my parents and their business. So it works for me. This document must be apostilled as well. Everything you bring from your home country needs to be apostilled, and that's it. Those were the requirements for me. Once I present all the documents, like the day the lawyers give me the appointment to go in, I remember I actually went with Emily the same day. We were together at that moment. We deliver all the documents, apostille, the passport copies, the photograph, the fingerprint stuff. After that, we just have to wait. We just waited like around 2 to 3 months to get the document. And that's it. It was pretty easy. We always have backup from the school and from the lawyers, so we will never alone.
Thank you so much, Luis. Yeah, it's really important for students to feel that they have support from Texas Tech when getting these documents. We do recommend that you are as responsible as Emily and Luis and that you plan accordingly, because a lot of the times, no matter how organized you are, because you need to get government documents and you need to get documents apostilled, as Luis mentioned, there might be some time issues. So make sure that you are planning with enough time and that you're not running against the clock. Also, we just want to leave you with this contact information so that you can take a picture of it or screenshot it. Here we have Adrian Pacheco's information, who is from our Student Services Department and will be happy to help with any questions about legal documents or student permits. As Luis mentioned, this will vary from country to country. So we need to make sure that we know the documents that we need to bring and that we do our research before we start the process.
Absolutely, Patty. Something really important is to keep like a fluid communication with the lawyers and with Adri Pacheco, because they will be like giving a step by step what the student needs to do to get everything on time. If you don't follow their advice, you might get like a little bit, you might struggle with the process. So it's better to keep the great communication, review our email if you can every day. So that's something I would like to add and really important. Thank you.
Yeah, check your email. We know if you're in high school, you probably don't check your email enough. So do it, because that will always be the official communication medium that we use. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us today. We are going to stick around for a little bit. So we have a Q&A section. Leave your comments, leave your questions. All of our students are still around, as well as myself, and we can answer any questions that you have. So we will be right here and give a couple of minutes for our participants to share some questions. Okay, so we have our first question. How can I schedule a campus tour? So there are many different ways that you can schedule a campus tour. You can hop on our website and do it through there. You can also contact us to any of the emails that are available on our website. There are general emails and recruitment emails, and you can just write us a quick email and let us know that you would be interested in scheduling. We normally adapt to your schedule. So if you have extracurriculars or if you have a really busy week, we can try to adapt to the time that's most convenient to you. Did all of the students that are present today have a campus tour at some point, even if you were at your home country first and then got here? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, we're always going to recommend that you have the campus tour. It's going to make you feel right at home. We have another question by Ana Buenahora. Hi, Ana. We're so happy to have you here. What are the SAT score requirements for being accepted in TTU? So, we're not super big fans of giving a score because we want you guys to shoot for the stars, but we generally like to see around a 480 in the math section and a 500 in the English section, because those are the scores that will get you exempt from taking another exam like the TSI, so the Texas Success Initiative. The great thing about the SAT is that you can take it multiple times. If you take the SAT the first time and find that you didn't get such a good grade and you're still in time to sign up for the SAT, that would be my recommendation. We also do mock exams here at Texas Tech. So if you're a local student, you can join us for a mock exam. And if you're not a local student, we can definitely send you some free resources to prepare for the exams. Let's see if we have any other questions. So in this information QR, you will also be able to find our recruitment and admissions contact information if you want to schedule a campus tour or virtual visit. If I score more than 500 in my SAT reading and writing section, do I have to take my English proficiency test, or does it work like a waiver? Thank you, Anna. That is a wonderful, wonderful question. If you take your SAT and you get more than a 500, you don't have to take your English proficiency exam. So it does work as an exemption waiver. Also, to mention a couple of the accreditations that we generally look at in schools when we want to be able to give the exemption to students for the English proficiency exam, it will generally be a Cognia accreditation or a SACSCOC accreditation, which is Southern Association of Schools and Colleges Commission. So if you want to check with your school and see if they have any of those accreditations, or if your school has a different one and you want to check with us, feel free to contact us. Okay, thank you so much for joining us wherever you are tonight, or maybe it's still afternoon wherever you are. It was a pleasure. I want to thank our amazing students for taking the time to be here today as well. And again, if any questions or concerns arise, we will be here to help you out. And we're going to leave the QR just one last time if you want to scan it before we go. Thank you.
Also, guys, if you have any other question, please take this time to put it in the chat and we will answer them for you.
Goodbye. Thanks for joining.